Good afternoon, Horizon. It is a rainy Monday here in formerly beautiful Seattle. First of all, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. It's my favorite holiday of the year. Because of getting family together, the food is amazing, and then you get to watch football, which kind of leads me to my next point. The Huskies beat the Cougars, and so that's going to be a tough one to recover from. There's a chance I may never recover until we beat the Huskies, which doesn't appear to be happening in the near future. So today's report is about the partner meeting that we held out of town, November 13th to the 15th. 3 days of pretty intense meetings, but super productive. So there are 10 or so items here that I'm going to review of things we made decisions on at the partner meeting that may interest you, that may affect you, or whatever your perspective is. So anyway, without further ado, the first one is we do a State of the Union that's kind of a financial look at how Horizon as a management company is doing, and I'm happy to report that Horizon financially is very solid. We had good income growth going from 17 into 18, and we project the same for 18 into 19. We had solid NOI growth, same story. And third, we have very little, if any, real debt on the company. So it's a very solid company with a solid foundation, and we are in a growth mode, which is fantastic. Number two, and equally exciting, was with the closing at UC Riverside. We closed out Fund 1, and we spent $76 million on acquiring assets. All of the assets are performing really, really well that we have experience with, UC Riverside being brand new. But for us as a company to be able to take a big leap into a fund structure and to spend nearly the full amount in about 20 months is a great thing, which will lead to the next point, which is on Fund 2, we're going to raise $100 million. We're going to allow ourselves 24 months to spend that. It'll probably be 6 to 8 deals. We're going to launch it in December with the potential purchase of a property we have tied up in Orlando. Due diligence is this week. The early returns are very, very positive. It's like a 386 unit conventional property that students live in it, and we're going to probably run it like Chase Village or how we run Phoenix, Sacramento. Next item was development deals. As many of you know, Graydon is doing some one-off small developments. We've got 2 in Pullman. We're working on 1 in Eugene that's a bigger deal, 200 plus beds. And we're fooling around with a 12 unit in Reno on the site of the Phoenix Reno. And we've got a couple other irons in the fire. And the plan is to build our skill set through these small developments where we either do the money within Horizon or we raise a little money, as will probably be the case for the Eugene property. And then one day do a fund of developments spread out throughout the country, student and conventional. Next item was we reviewed our new bad debt platform and Popic Renters Insurance. We brought both of those in-house. Chris and Lauren gave a great presentation on both of those. A, they're both working. B, we're getting better results than we were with having it outsourced. And C, we're going to be better next year than we were this year. So the future's bright there. Next item was we reviewed our company, the property management company as a whole, looking at all the departments, the people in those departments, the leadership of the departments, and the capacity we have for growth. And I think the best news out of that is we have the capacity to grow for the most part with our current staffing at the regional manager level and throughout all the departments and at the corporate office. We feel like we can absorb most, if not all, of Fund 2 with our existing team, which is just fantastic news. We will continue to want to have bench strength, and that creates opportunities for everyone who's watching this, listening to it. As the company grows and adds properties, as we add markets, it allows us to build from within. And we've learned building from within, using the people that know the pledge, know Horizon, know the players, is a really good bet for our company. Next item, IMS platform. This is a communication tool of key financial data to our investors, and that platform is complete. We haven't 100% determined when we're going to roll it out or what exactly we're going to give the investors access to, but I think you'll hear more about that in the next 30 to 60 days. Our Entrata conversion will be complete in January. Entire portfolio will be on Entrata. I think that's good news for a lot of people, and it raises question marks with others that haven't had experience with Entrata. The people that know a lot about Entrata are excited about it, and so I'm kind of following their lead. I'm not as near as good at Entrata as I was at RealPage, but if they force me to switch, I'll switch. Chris gave an update on Concur. That transition has it's largely been completed as well. There's a couple other things that need to happen, but the most valuable point out of that transition is it's a much better AP platform for our company. Doesn't put all of the bill load on us, and there's some really positive benefits in dealing with Concur that make it a much more affordable platform than us building a huge AP department here. Marketing has added Megan as a full-time social media expert. She's in Sacramento. Megan was the leasing manager at Chase Village in Eugene for, I would say, at Stadium Park, sorry, for a couple years, and now she's working with the marketing team. That's a big thumbs up. The next item was, we have, as many of you know, especially those of you that attended the leasing manager boot camp here in Seattle, we've changed our training department. It's now called TEAM. Train, enrich, advance, motivate. It's a much more holistic approach to training where we're going to really embrace all phases of your professional life and try to make you better not only at running apartment buildings, but better at running your life, better at taking care of your body and all that stuff. Lindsay's heading it up, and then she's got Aisha as the team director of sales and marketing, and CJ on the operations side. It's a hell of a team, and I think the format is one that will take us for the next 10 years. We might make small modifications. In fact, we have a phase 2 of our team training setup that will go into effect mid-year 2019, given that A, it's been successful, and B, that we've continued to add properties to our portfolio. So I want to acknowledge Kelly, Lindsay, Aisha, CJ, Claire, for working really hard on this new format. It is going to put us in an industry-leading position for training, which we need, as all of you know. The acquisition report, they've been busy. They've been closing deals, just closed UC Riverside. They've got this property in Orlando tied up, and now we've got the contract signed. They're working on due diligence. What we asked them to do was to tell us their target markets going into 2019. So in terms of existing markets that we're in, it's going to be Reno, Orlando, and Austin. And they have a bunch of data that they have pulled from multiple sources that they're compiling all this, and it's spitting out the best markets. So those are the 3 existing markets that seem to have the brightest future. New markets are Las Vegas, Phoenix, and Boise. Great rent growth, great job growth, not being overly built like a Seattle market where there are several thousand new apartment units being built this year and next year. We're expecting a lot from our acquisition team, and I think we're getting a lot right now, which is fantastic. So here's a cheers to them. That is my report. As always, if you have questions, don't hesitate to let Lauren, myself, or Aisha know, and we'll respond immediately. Have a wonderful week. Work hard on your budgets, and I will talk to all of you soon. Thank you.